Hey guys, it's Camilla from Code with Camilla. Today we're going to continue creating our multiplication table.
Let's review what we've done so far. So we're trying to build multiplication table which looks like this in a console application, and we were able to print and the numbers looks right? So 12 multiplied by 12 it's 144. That's what we expected.
Yeah.
So the numbers look right, but the table doesn't look pretty.
It's
right?
not lined up.
Yeah, it's not. So what we need to do, tell me, what's the first thing we need to do?
Well,
We want this line to be,
yeah, you want the left margin to be aligned, all the lines to connect together.
okay, let's see what we can do about this. Do you know how to do it?
No,
Hmm,
that's why you're here, to teach us.
I don't know either. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna ask our friend Google. So let's first you have to understand what you want to ask. In this case, you want to ask how to write justify, right?
Right, justify.
Characters in a string, because what we're doing, we're printing a string, right?
Yep.
This is a string. So we go to Google and ask, and you have to start with C#, because if you start asking questions, programming questions, the results may come for Java or Python, and they don't work for us. So what we want to ask, we want to say, ask how to write justify.
But wouldn't you want to center it instead?
No, we want to write justify, because what we have in here, we have two space, like two characters, right? How you can center two characters? You cannot.
Oh, okay. So
So
you have to.
In this case, you just want to write justify.
So you want to move the 1 through 9 to the right a little bit?
And you see the first result, it says how to align strings with spaces in C#. So this is how it says how to align strings to the left, spaces on the right. But we want to do spaces on the left.
We don't want to do it on the left. You just said justify right.
Okay, we can do it anyway. Let's do negative. So in this case, negative, or do positive. Depending how you use it, it's going to do that way or that. We already use string interpolation. What we can do, we can use string dot format, but string interpolation and dot format, they have similar rules. If in string dot format we use numbers for the variables, in string interpolation we use the actual variables. So what we can do comma, and how many characters you want to do the string to be?
12.
2.
2. Why 2?
Because that's the longest. You see?
Oh, 2 characters. Okay.
Let's see what's gonna happen. Close this off and run.
Don't you need to do comma 10? 8, I mean.
No, we have to do 2.
Oh, I see.
So if you want to do the other way, right, we can do -2. Let's see what's going to happen if you do -2.
Oh, I see.
So the previous one looked
Better,
right?
yeah.
That's why I said let's do justify right. You see? So what's the next thing you want to format?
I think we need to format the numbers in the first place. Is there any way to move the numbers or add?
We can do the same, right? We can use. We have to know how the longest.
So do we need to justify the columns?
We can justify any way we want it. The whole point of justification is to add spaces so they align.
Align, yeah.
So what's the longest number here? Well, how many characters?
3.
So we want to justify
3.
right?
To the right?
It doesn't really matter, right? So we can put here the comma. We can do 3 and -3 just to see how it's going to look.
Okay.
See? Run.
Can we do the other way?
Other way?
Yeah,
Okay.
-3.
But it looks way better.
Much better, yeah. The other one was much better.
So the previous one was better?
Yeah.
It looks good now, but there is something missing, right? Let's look at our multiplication table. What's missing is
The top row.
top row when we just print these numbers from 1 to 12. And we also want to print this line,
Mm-hmm.
which separates the top row and the numbers we multiply. So how are we going to do this?
Well, the lining, so we have to just print, you have to do another for loop and print the same row of 1 to 12. And then we need to align it so that it's, so we need to justify it so it's aligned with all the other columns.
Okay, so let's first print and then we'll see how we can align. Row less than equal 12. It's the same loop, right? Row plus plus and console right. We're going to use string interpolation and let's print the row and just make one space maybe.
Do we need the console right line?
And we need console, exactly, we need the console right line so it doesn't glue to the next string. Let's see what's going to happen.
But it
So-
didn't align with the
So
others.
it did print. Now we need to make sure that it aligns. And as we know, we have to look on our previous code. So how we print. This was the thing that we were printing for each number like this.
Mm-hmm. So we were justifying it.
So what we have to do, we have to move 1, 2, 3 characters
Mm-hmm.
because this one should start on top of this one, not on this one. So we have to move 1, 2, 3 characters and then repeat this justification for our numbers, right? So how we move 3 characters?
We just do the same thing.
We do console right, not right line because we don't want it to go to the next line. 1, 2, 3, and we can copy this one instead of this one, but we don't have a column, we just have a row.
There we
Oh.
go.
It's working.
But now we have to create the line.
Now we want to create a line. How are we going to create a line?
So on the
Unders-
bottom line, all we need is underscore.
Yes, so we can make like one static line. Static means the line that doesn't change. That would be very simple. But we are programmers. We're not looking for simple solutions, right?
Mm-hmm.
What we want to... So if I were writing a program, what I would do, I would ask Google, say, yo Google, how to print same character this many times, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I just need to know the length I want to print. So I want to create a string which is this long, but it's all filled with maybe dashes
Okay.
or underscores. What's the dashes? So let's ask your Google, and again we're starting with C#, and we're gonna ask how to create string with, and you need to understand how people asking questions, because most people probably they want to do print like a string with 10 spaces, right? So I'm gonna do 10 spaces. We could ask dashes, but it's very unlikely that someone doing dashes. Most likely people gonna do spaces. The string was 10 spaces long. And look, there is a question. Someone asked question, and we're gonna look for the answers. That's what they say. They said use this constructor. I will explain what constructor means later. But what it actually explains, use this one. It says if you want to make a string with 10 spaces, you have to create a character. This is a character, right? Char variable or char string char literal. So you say this is the literal. I want to repeat 10 times. So we're going to copy this. You understand? Copy this.
But why do you need a char?
So string is a collection of chars, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to build a new string which consists of 10 chars, 10 spaces, that's what we're going to do. So we have to use char. Let's call it line, right? And we don't want a space, we want to do a dash.
Okay.
And we want to print it. And you want to print on separate line. Let's run it. Boom. So it started, we did some string. The thing is we didn't put on the right line before this. That's why just like this. And I mean we put it wrong place. And it's not as long as we wanted. Let's fix the line problem first. The problem is we print this line before we printed this line, right? Let's move, change it.
But
We're almost there.
but
Just
there's
need
too
to
much
know.
space between the.
Yes, just we need to know how many characters we want to print here. We know each number is how many characters?
Well, it ranges from 2 to 3.
No, they're all the same because we
Justify, so 4,
4, and we have how many numbers in one line?
13.
We have 12,
Including the left margin, it's
12,
13.
and we have 3 characters. So we have this one's 12 plus 3 characters.
Okay.
And since I'm lazy, and I show why being lazy is good, I'm not gonna even put the number. I'm gonna say three plus 12 multiplied by.
But you can just write 51.
Yes, I can, but I'll show you why I'm gonna do these calculations.
You need to put the numbers down.
But you need to connect the dashes. And it shouldn't be dashes, shouldn't it be underscores instead? And you need to have the top row closer to the dashes.
Well, it's what we can do with console applications. We can change dashes to spaces. Let's see how it's gonna look. Not sure it's gonna look much better. Okay, this is better.
That's it for today on Code with Camilla. Come back next time for another video on this multiplication table. And remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell.